So all of you write on these three cases: free vibration of single degree of freedom system. From this, there are the three cases. Case number 1, that is for the underdamped system, that is zeta is less than 1. So what is meant by the zeta? Zeta is, it is a ratio of C to the Cc. What is meant by C? C is the damping coefficient, Cc is the critical damping, and ratio of these two is known as the zeta. Is less than 1 is known as the underdamped system. Second thing is that for the case number 2, critically damped system, so that critically damped when this C is equal to the Cc. That's why zeta is equal to the 1. And for third one, overdamped system, for this overdamped system, that zeta value is more than 1, that is C by Cc ratio is more than 1. So based on this, we'll go for the three equations. You understand here? In this derivation, there are the three parts asked for your examination. From that, one will be asked to you. Okay. So, the first you have to understand which type of the derivation you have asked. First thing is that if such a types of the derivation come, which type of this? That is the underdamped. That is the free vibration of damped system. Free vibration of damped system. That you have to understand first. And based on this, you have to go for which type of the case is given in this problem. Which type of case? If they ask the underdamped, you have to go for the resolving this case for undamped system, underdamped system. Then you have to go for the solving this value of zeta is less than 1 for this derivation. Second thing is that you have to go for the case number second. If case number second is given, then you have to go for this zeta is equal to 1, that is the C is equal to Cc. And if they have given the third case for overdamped system, then you have to go for the third case. Likewise, based on the basic our equation would like basic equation is nothing but our free vibration of damped system. But from this free vibration of damped system, again there are the subdivisions which are based on this case number 1, case number 2, and case number 3 up to the last point, up to the last x of t, up to that, or the conversion of S1 and S2 value in terms of zeta. Up to this, you have to come as the same procedure. But beyond this case number 1, 2, 3, but what type of the case you have asked in your examination, based on this, you have to go for the solution of which type of the underdamped, overdamped, or critically damped. Based on this, you have to go for the solving the derivation. So all of you return these three cases. Based on this, we'll go for the one by one. We solve these three derivation based on this. Zeta is equal to 1, zeta is less than 1, and zeta is more than 1. So below this, you write down case number 1 for underdamped system. Below this, write down for underdamped system. And write down S12 value in terms of zeta. What is this? S12 already we got, which S12 is equal to what we have, what parameters we have here? Omega n into bracket minus zeta plus or minus root of zeta square minus 1. Okay, that value. Up to this we have covered. Case number 1 for underdamped system, S12 value in terms of zeta. Okay, from this we will go for the next step. S12 is equal to omega n into bracket, that is the minus zeta. You can write here plus or minus underdamped system, so that you can write here as a minus 1, you can take bracket, and into bracket what will be 1 minus zeta square, that is the remaining term. So if from this omega n into bracket minus zeta plus or minus I into root of 1 minus zeta square. That is the internal part. You can see here and write down in your notebook. बघा या ठिकाणी ओमेगा n into root of into bracket minus zeta plus or minus root of zeta square minus 1. From this, that imaginary part will become here. Why? That is the minus term, minus 1 terminology. If I have taken outside, that minus 1 is I square. So I square, that root of I square come outside as a I. So omega n into root of minus zeta plus or minus I into root of 1 minus zeta square. That is the value of SM12. Okay. And if we take this value, put up this value in terms of zeta, in terms of our initial equation, that is our x of t is equal to, what is our equation? That is the a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. So put this value, put this s1 and s2 value in terms of this equation. How to put that x of t is equal to a1. What is the a1 is the constant into e raised to s1 is nothing but omega n into bracket minus zeta plus I into root of 1 minus zeta square brackets complete into t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. What is the s2? S2 is nothing but omega n into bracket minus zeta, that plus, and the second thing is the minus, that is the minus of this root of whatever the remaining term 1 minus zeta square into I bracket complete into t. So write down this up to this. All of you clear this? Please reply me. For the underdamped system, we already know the S12 value in terms of zeta. What happens? Omega n into bracket minus zeta plus or minus root of zeta square minus 1. And if we go for this minus value in terms of taken outside, what will be happen here? Omega n into minus zeta plus or minus, that minus 1 becomes I square. So I square is a root that will become outside as I into remaining term root of 1 minus zeta square. That is our S12 value. And from this S12 value, if we know this S12 value, we have to put this value in terms of our basic equation. Which is our basic equation? X of t is equal to a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. Already we know the s1 in terms of plus and s2 in terms of minus. We put this value of s1 and s2 in terms of this equation of x of t. I will wait for 2 minutes here. Please complete this. We'll go for the next point. So you can see here from these two, what is the common terminologies here? Next, if you have completed, I will erase this. Please reply me. Abhijit, Shweta, Gitanjali.
Yes, madam.
Is it clear? Board is visible to you? Yes, okay. Next point you write down. From this x of t, common term you have to take outside. outside. बघा mathematically solution आपल्याला द्यायचं आहे. Whatever the basic mathematical equations that we have to solve here. But from this a1 into e raised to minus zeta omega n, finally बघा a1 into e raised to omega n into bracket minus zeta plus I into root of 1 minus zeta square bracket complete into t plus a2 into e raised to omega n into bracket minus zeta plus I into root of 1 minus zeta square into t. आता यामध्ये कॉमन टर्म कुठले सांगा जरा. कॉमन टर्म इज नथिंग बट e raised to minus zeta omega n is here common. कारण बघा या ठिकाणी e raised to minus zeta omega n is common, and here also that e raised to minus zeta omega n, again this is also common. So take this outside and whatever the remaining term we put inside. Okay, what is this? E raised to, what is the remaining term? That is a common term minus zeta omega n into t. That is the common term from this. In bracket, what is remaining? Baga remaining you have to write a1 into e raised to, a1 is the constant, into that e raised to that plus sign, e raised to I, कारण या ठिकाणी e raised to I into bracket. What is the remaining term? That is the 1 minus zeta square into that terminology as a t, into t plus remaining term कुठले बघा plus a2 into same e raised to that second term is remaining minus I into bracket square बघा 1 minus zeta square into that completion with respect to that is the t. ठीक है. Okay, so based on this there is a completion, that is a common term already we have taken. Which common term we have taken? E raised to minus zeta omega n into t, and remaining term that I have written here as a same. So based on this you go for the next step. So here that terminology as a 1 minus omega zeta square, 1 minus root of 1 minus zeta square. That is, if we know here that is omega t is equal to 1 minus zeta square. That is the damped natural frequency. You write down damped natural frequency. Write down that root of 1 minus zeta square. Zeta is the damped. Okay. Up to this we have seen that is the damped natural frequency. What is the damped natural frequency? Omega d is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square. Omega d is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square. So put this value in terms of this expression. X of t is equal to x of t. Put this value in terms of our equation. You put that omega d is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square, zeta omega n t into bracket a1 into e raised to, that terminology already we know it as a omega d I omega dt plus a2 into e raised to minus I into omega dt, bracket complete. Okay, so already we know that e raised to plus or minus I alpha. What is our formula? E raised to plus or minus I alpha. What is the formula? E raised to plus or minus I alpha. Cos alpha plus or minus I sin alpha. That is the formula. So you put this formula here. X of t is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega n t into bracket a1 into e raised to, that is in bracket काय येणार बघा ठिकाणी, cos of omega dt plus I into sin of omega dt, bracket complete, plus what is the a2 value? What is the second value? a2 into that e raised to minus, so that into bracket cos of omega dt minus I into sin of omega dt, bracket complete. So put this and take a common term as a cos and sin and you tell me the answer. Cos sin term you take outside and tell me the answer. Already e raised to minus zeta omega n t, that is the common term that is already outside, into bracket that cos term and that cos term. What will be here? a1 plus a2 into cos of omega dt. काय येणार बघा? That is the a1 plus a2 into cos of omega dt plus there is a minus sign, so it will become as a a1 minus a2, that a1 into this term plus that plus sign and that minus sign, so that becomes a plus or minus, that would become a minus into a2 I sin omega dt. So what is the second term? That will be become as a a1 minus a2 into sin of omega dt. a1 minus a2 into I into sin of omega dt. So write down this in your notebook. You go for the next point. Now is it visible to you? Shivani, is it visible? Board is visible to you now? Shivani?
Yes, madam.
Okay, no problem. So write
Yes,
down.
madam.
Huh? Board clear दिसतोय का? Whatever I have
हो
written on the
दिसतोय
board.
आता.
Huh?
हो आता दिसतंय.
Okay. So write down this. Baga, once again I will tell here. Baga, case number 1. Which is case number 1 for the underdamped system. Underdamped system साठी जे काही initial आपली equation होतं कुठलं? X of t in terms of a1 into e raised to s1t plus a2 into e raised to s2t. हे काय केलेलं या ठिकाणी मी पुटअप केलेलं आहे. पुटअप करून झाल्यानंतर आपण काय केलं त्या ठिकाणी whatever the value of s12 that is in terms of the zeta. तर त्या ठिकाणी काय केलेलं आपण we have resolved this in terms of this a1 and a2 and from that common term is y raised to minus zeta omega nt आपण बाजूला काढलेले आहे remaining term काय राहिले बघा a1 into e raised to minus I into root of 1 minus zeta square into t plus a2 into e raised to I minus I into root of 1 minus zeta square into t. आता या ठिकाणी already we know that damped natural frequency formula काय आपला omega t is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square. If we put this value here, we will get a resolution like this: x of t is equal to e raised to minus zeta omega nt, that is the same common term, into bracket a1 into e raised to that I into that omega t into t. Why omega t? That 1 minus root of 1 minus zeta square is omega t into t plus a2 into e raised to minus I into omega dt. And resolution, for the resolution of e raised to plus or minus I alpha, already we know the formula. Which formula? That is the cos alpha plus or minus I sin alpha. That is for the e raised to plus or minus I alpha. So we have solved this. बघा या ठिकाणी परत formula we have taken here. That is the e raised to plus or minus I omega dt. That is the cos omega dt plus or minus I sin omega dt. And by putting this a1 and a2 common term we have taken for the cos and for the sin. And for the cos term, that is the a1 plus a2 into cos omega dt plus a2 minus a1 minus a2 into that common term as a sin omega dt. And up to that we have solved. Next, based on this, we'll go for the next step. Up to this, you have covered all of you cover this. I will wait for 1 minute. We'll go for the next step. Write down next step over there. Write down x of t will be equal to x of t equal to x of t equal to e raised to minus zeta omega nt into bracket that a1 plus a2 will call it as a a3. This is constant into omega cos omega dt plus that constant term known it as a a4, that is the a4 into sin of omega dt bracket complete. Okay, this is our basic equation. Okay, this is our basic equation for a damped free vibration with respect to underdamped system. And in this, now we have to go for the applying the boundary condition for calculation or for determining the value of a3 and the a4. If you get this value of a3 and a4, there is a resolution directly we get. So by putting or by applying the boundary condition, which are the boundary conditions already we know, we have applied in the last derivation. Which are the boundary condition? At time t is equal to 0. At time t is equal to 0, displacement is equal to x is equal to x naught. At time t is equal to 0, v is equal to v naught. Put these boundary conditions here. Directly we will get the value of A3 and A4, and by putting this A3 and A4 into basic equation, we get the solution of equation for underdamped system. Boundary condition कुठल्याच सांगा मला. Boundary condition. By applying boundary condition at time t is equal to 0, boundary condition at time t is equal to 0, x of t is equal to 0 is equal to x naught, x dot of t is equal to 0 is equal to v naught. Put this. Calculate this x of t. Put the value of put the first boundary condition at time t is equal to 0. Put in this above equation. बघा काय येणार आहे. At time t is equal to 0, e raised to 0, anything raised to 0 is, please reply me, anything raised to 0 is 1. So multiplication of A3 into cos 0. Cos 0 ची value काय असते. Cos 0 is 1 plus A4 into sin 0 is 0. So what is x is equal of t 0 is equal to x naught into A3 into cos of 0 is 0. That will be equal to 1, and that terminology becomes 0. So A3 is equal to x naught. So up to this you write, you apply first boundary condition here. Write down or apply the second boundary condition. What is second boundary condition now? Write down or apply the second boundary condition. Which is second boundary condition? At time t is equal to 0, v is equal to the v naught. How to calculate the? We have to calculate first the first derivative. How to calculate the first derivative? Bhaga, derivative of this, that is the first term into the second term. Kind of derivative. First into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. Why? The multiplication of two factors. So that we have to take the derivative of this x of t. You take the derivative first and tell me the answer. X dot of t is equal to dy dt of e raised to minus zeta omega nt. That is the first term, and the second term is that a3 into cos of omega dt plus a4 into sin of omega dt. You first solve the derivative and then you apply the boundary conditions. Tell me the answer. You take the first derivative. Now is it visible? Apply the boundary condition. Okay, so write down this first derivative. What is the derivative of first into the derivative of second plus second? If you have completed, I erase this. Okay. Once again, I will take this. By calculating the first derivative, first calculate the first derivative, that is the x dot of t. That is the derivative of this term. कसे येणार आता याचे derivative सांगा? First into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. First into derivative of second, that is the first term, into derivative of second. Derivative of second म्हणजे काय येणार बघा? A3 is the constant term, omega t cos omega t into t, that is the minus cos चे derivative काय? Minus sin into omega dt plus a4 into काय येणार बघा? A4 into omega t into sin चे derivative काय येणार आहे? Sin चे derivative cos omega dt, that is the first term, plus मध्ये काय येणार plus बघा? Plus कारण आहे second term into derivative of first. Second term कुठली आपली आता? a3 into cos of omega dt plus a4 into sin of omega dt into omega e raised to काय येणार आहे? First derivative. Derivative of first काय येणार आहे? e raised to minus zeta omega n minus zeta omega n into e raised to minus zeta omega nt, that is the derivative of first term. So put this boundary condition in that equation. बघा, in the derivative first is equal to e raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. So put that value as a 1 into bracket a3 into omega t into sin of omega dt. Sin 0 is 0, so that term becomes 0, plus a4 into omega t into cos of omega dt. Cos 0 is 1, so that remaining term is a4 into omega t, bracket complete. That second term, that is the plus a3 into cos of omega dt. In the second parameter, you can see here, that is the omega cos term. Cos 0 is 1. That's why remaining term is a3 into cos 0 is 1. That is 1 plus sin into 0. That sin 0 is 0. Bracket complete into that zeta into omega n minus zeta omega n into e raised to 0 is 1. So what is the remaining term? You can write here x naught dot is equal to that a4 into omega t plus त्या ठिकाणी काय येणार आहे? मायनस ऑफ दिस मायनस काय येणार बघा zeta minus of या ठिकाणी काय बघा प्लस इनटू ब्रॅकेट a3 plus 0 that is a3 into minus zeta omega n bracket complete, and based on this you calculate the value of a4.